Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Tonight's Powerball jackpot is at $620 million, and one of you could be the lucky winner.
The numbers are being drawn as we speak, so stay tuned. We'll announce the winning numbers in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, there's been a rise in the number of burglaries in West Fargo. Police say that some of these incidents could have been easily prevented.
Valley News Team's Katie Opperly sat down with West Fargo's investigations sergeant, who offers advice that could help all of us avoid becoming a victim.
Across West Fargo, burglaries and car theft incidents are popping up all over the map.
We've had a lot of different kinds of burglaries that have been occurring recently. Nothing that I would say is directly connected into one big ring or anything like that. Just different kinds have been happening, either construction sites or some garage burglaries that have occurred in our neighborhoods.
Cruft says West Fargo police have noticed this is a reoccurring problem.
Usually in the fall we get fairly good increase in the number of burglaries we have.
So with thieves out and about, police are pleading residents to do something about it.
It's a good time of year for people to remember to lock up your things. Valuables belong in your house. They don't belong in your house or in your garage or your vehicle. Make sure that you've got good lighting outside as well. Most burglaries usually occur in the overnight hours.
It's important to remember that prevention is the best option. Police say thieves look for easy targets, so when you lock up, you're no longer what they're looking for.
Take the simple steps that it takes to close your garage, lock it at night, and make sure that you don't have things out in the open so people grab them.
Some West Fargo residents admitted to leaving their doors unlocked. They said they feel as though they live in a safe area, but after seeing the increasing numbers of burglaries, they're thinking twice. In West Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
If you have been impacted by one of the recent burglaries in West Fargo, contact police as soon as possible with detailed information about the incident.
Police are warning you of a level 3 sex offender moving to Crookston next Monday. They say that Jeremy Spencer Wolseley will be living in the vicinity of West 6th Street and North Main Street in Crookston. Authorities say that he engaged in sexual conduct with a 14-year-old girl. He allegedly coerced and enabled the girl to leave her home without parental permission and harbored her in his home. Police say Wolseley also gave the girl drugs and alcohol. Court documents say that Wolseley met the girl online and arranged to meet with her in person.
Some of us might need our umbrellas, and we could be hearing thunder overnight, maybe even longer than that. Hutch, what's the latest?
Well, I'll show you the radar, and we are seeing some showers in south central North Dakota. These are moving miserably slowly at about 10 to 11 miles per hour to the north and east. Right now, the heaviest rain in eastern Stutsman County, just to the south of the Jamestown area. Edgeley also seeing some showers. Temperatures this hour, thanks to the cloud cover, we're slow to cool. Jamestown 50, 49 in Fargo, 45 in Thief River Falls. As we go through the overnight hours, we're expecting the development of some heavier showers. That's where we could hear a rumble or two of thunder in eastern North Dakota. And by morning, the Southern Valley and the Northern Valley will be seeing showers of rain. So again, have that umbrella handy. I'll have details on what the rest of your Thursday and the weekend ahead is looking like here in a minute.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Hutch.
Still no sign of a 15-year-old juvenile runaway from Moorhead. Ariana Donovan is approximately 5 feet 2 inches tall, 125 pounds, brown eyes, and was last seen with dark brown hair. Donovan was reported as a runaway on August 29th, and police believe that she is in the FM area. If you or someone you know has any information, please call 701-451-7660.
One man is in custody tonight following a police-involved shooting in downtown Fargo. 32-year-old Richard Anthony Torres is facing a terrorizing charge. It all started around 11:30 today when police were following up on a report of a stolen bike near 14th Street North and 1st Avenue. But police say when they approached Torres, he ran. And during the chase, Torres pointed a handgun at the officer. That officer then fired several rounds at Torres, who dropped his handgun in the street and kept running. He made it about 2 blocks to Main Avenue and University before another officer found him and tased him. Torres is now in custody, but witnesses on the scene tell us this area is no stranger to police.
We just heard 3 pops, and then I went out to our shop, and then one of the guys said we heard somebody yell, "Get down on the ground."
From what was relayed is that the suspect did turn and pointed a weapon at the officer.
The officer involved was not harmed. He has been put on standard administrative leave.
There's no word tonight on who sent suspicious packages to various high-profile people. President Trump says threats and political violence have no place in this country. He called on Americans to unify and send that message just hours after the packages were received at the offices of CNN and political figures. Speaking at the White House, Mr. Trump said he's extremely unhappy about the development, called the packages despicable, and vowed to bring those responsible to justice.
The safety of the American people is my highest and absolute priority. I have just concluded a briefing with the FBI, Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and the U.S. Secret Service. As we speak, the packages are being inspected by top explosive experts, and a major federal investigation is now underway. The full weight of our government is being deployed to conduct this investigation and bring those responsible for these despicable acts to justice.
The president spoke at the top of an event on combating the opioid epidemic.
And the left and right are coming together to take on the opioid epidemic. But as Kyle Madura explains, billions of dollars and dozens of changes to the law may not be enough.
In bold Sharpie marker, President Donald Trump signed a sweeping attack on addiction into law.
So it really takes into account, I would say, the modern drug problem.
The bill calls for a variety of new treatment options targeted at groups ranging from veterans to newborns. A crackdown on foreign shipments carrying fentanyl, an opiate so deadly exposure to even a tiny amount can kill. And resources like workforce training or housing assistance to help those who get clean stay clean. The collection of more than 70 changes passed with near unanimous support in both the House and the Senate.
And so the dollars are coming out of Washington to make sure that we can get that help for these people out there. Because again, it's not only killing people, it's destroying families.
But outside of the White House and Congress, public health experts tell us this massive effort doesn't go far enough.
I think this legislation, while it's a long bill, is actually not that aggressive.
Dr. Joshua Sharfstein is the vice dean of the Bloomberg School of Public Health at Johns Hopkins University. He argues the smartest steps the country could take to kick addiction would be to expand health care coverage for low-income Americans and invest tens of billions more into treatment.
I think we're just scratching the surface of the steps that are necessary.
There are signs of progress in the opioid fight. The American Medical Association says fewer prescriptions are causing fewer addictions. And early data from the CDC suggests the ever-rising death toll may be leveling off. In Washington, I'm Kyle Madura.
In Cass County alone, at least 5 people have died this year from opioid overdoses, which is why community Narcan trainings have been offered to help combat this epidemic.
In North Dakota, we're focusing on our rural communities. We're all in on this thing called peer support. We believe that will help bridge the gap between people that just get out of incarceration or out of treatment, and they need to find recovery and support in their communities. So for us, we're really...
2 incumbents are doing well heading down the stretch to the November 6th general election in North Dakota. Our Valley News Live Strategic Resources polling shows Wayne Stenjum and Al Jaeger with substantial leads. Stenjum is running again for North Dakota Attorney General. The Republican leads Democratic challenger David Clark Thompson 67% to 27%, with 6% undecided.
In the race for North Dakota Secretary of State, Republican Al Jaeger leads Democratic challenger Josh Boshi 51% to 29%. Independent Michael Coachman has 4%, and the percentage of undecided is 16%. 650 likely voters were polled between October 12th and the 19th. The margin of error is less than 4%.
Respondents were contacted by live interviewers. 50% of the calls were completed on a landline phone and 50% completed over a cell phone. Now, for results of other races, including the U.S. Senate and the 4 measures, go to our website at valleynewslive.com.
All right, let's go back to our top story, which is the second big money lottery drawing in consecutive days. This is the Powerball, and here are tonight's winning numbers: 3, 21, 45, 53, 56, and the Powerball is 22. Power Play, again, is 2 times that amount. Once again, the numbers are 3, 21, 45, 53, 56, and the Powerball is 22. If you're lucky enough to match all 6, it's worth $620 million.
And since I didn't win last night, I'll settle for this consolation prize
Sure.
tonight.
I think we all would, right?
Later
Yeah.
on Valley News Live at 10, do you know what Zaflura is? Up next, why it may come in handy this flu season.
The weather tonight is quiet for now. We have had a few sprinkles move through the FM area, but most of the showers are to our south and west. When will they arrive? Your hour-by-hour forecast is coming up next.